Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Give me a second. Let me just load everything up on my phone. Give it a second for people to come on. Okay, cool. All right, yeah. I'm on. Just load everything up on my phone. Right, let's see if anybody's on here yet. I don't think anybody's come on here as yet, but give it a couple of minutes. Let some people come on, and yeah. Can you make sure that you have your notepads at the ready as well? So I'll give you a couple of minutes to go and grab a notepad as well, because you're going to need to understand all this information and everything, because I've got quite a few cool concepts that we're going to be running and different things like that. So I'll give it a second. There's a couple of people who have come on now, but I'll give it a second for people to come through. I noticed when I watched the replay of my live last time, I kept looking over there a lot. I look over there because it's quite distracting, because my window is right here. It's the only way I can get any real light to these lives. So I look out there a lot because it's quite distracting as people walk past. We do have like quite a big hedge and then some really big double gates, but there's a main road just near me, and it's quite distracting every time somebody walks past, and you can see it out of the corner of your eye. And I noticed on my last live, I kept going like this all the time. So just so you know, if I look out of that window, then if I look that way, then you know I'm just looking out the window. Anyway, and now I've filled that with some random content. People are starting to come through now, which is great. So I hope you've all had a great day, a great weekend, should I say. Mine's been a little bit hectic, running around like a madman, trying to get things sorted out and trying to basically test a few things for you guys, which kind of helped me out of a bit of a situation that I was in as well. And I wanted to really make sure that the things I'm about to tell you on this live are the best that they can possibly be. So as you all know, I'm going to be going live now. I'm going to be going live every day. So tomorrow, the day after, all from Monday to Friday. I'm not putting a time limit on that, how long I'm going to be going live for. I'm just going to be coming live every day, because we are going to smash this out of the park. We're going to I'm going to really show you how to drive traffic to different products and services. I'm going to show you some free ways. So a lot of the ways that we're going to be doing will be free each day. I'm also going to show you some paid ways of doing this. I want to introduce a concept to you today that includes chatbots and things like that. So I know you were all wondering what was going on over the weekend when I messaged out on yesterday, to say that there's some chatbot templates for you here, and go and install them because you're going to need them. And there's lots and lots of things that I'm going to be going through on this live, but I'm not going to wait too long, because I've only got until 1:30 my time, and it's now 22:01. There's 6 people on here now. So just one last thing before I get started. Make sure that you either have a pen and paper, or you have a notepad open on your laptop or your computer if you're watching on a computer, because there's going to be a lot of stuff that I'm going through today. And I want to make sure that you take great notes, because these are the things that we're going to be doing going forward. Okay, and we're going to be selling all sorts of different weird and wonderful packages. And I'm going to show you some that are really working. There's something that I've done this weekend, which I wanted to trial. It's a new campaign that we're running in my agency, and it's worked brilliantly. So we've already got 3 people this weekend, and I'm going to tell you exactly what that is and show you exactly how you're going to do that, give you access to all that and everything else. I just keep looking to see how many people are coming on. And also I want to explain to you all. So a lot of you guys will be thinking now, oh, I haven't had my data yet. Don't worry if you haven't had your data yet. There's something I want to go through with you. I'm still going to give you the data and everything. I'll do that as soon as I finish on the live, so you can follow along and get all this stuff set up. So I'll probably give it one more minute just to see if anybody else comes on. I know normally when I'm live, it takes probably about 15-20 minutes, and then all of a sudden I glance over at my phone and I've got like 15-16 people in here. So I just want you kind of all to be here from the start if I can get you. I know it's a bit of an odd time, but if I can get you, then I'll get you on here. So just give it a minute or two. Let me just make sure that I've got everything connected on here, which I haven't. So 1 second. Share. Okay, cool. That's all that sorted. There is probably going to be a little bit of lag on this because I've got a lot of tabs open because there's a lot of things that I want to go through with you and stuff like that. So if there is a bit of a lag, I apologize. It should be okay. I know there's normally about I think it's about 15 to 20 second delay on what I'm actually saying to what you can see on here on the screen. So, but it might jump about a little bit. Hopefully it won't. So I'm going to keep it there. I'm going to keep it at that. There's 6 people on here now, so people will catch the replay. All right. So pens and papers and notes at the ready, and let's get cracking with this. So I said to you last week that we were going to do a challenge, and I told you it was going to be a 7-day challenge. This 7 days, first 7 days, is basically me just getting you into the swing of things. It's me just getting you into the flow, because there's going to be some stuff that we're doing every single day, and I'm going to go along on this journey with you as well. So we're all going to be doing this together. I'm going to be sharing my results. I want you guys to share your results. I want you all to help each other out in this group. Now, I know when we put on Friday, when I did the live, we put the link to join the challenge in the group. And I think we had about 30 odd people join. I think a couple of other people have joined today. There's 70 of you in this group, I think. There's about 70 of you in here. So I'm not going to push anymore. Literally, if you've joined, and you're going to run with this. If you haven't joined and you're kind of just sitting there thinking, oh, I'll just watch along, you won't make anything from it unless you actually join and do the things we say you're going to do. So for all the guys who have joined as of starting this live, okay, you've all confirmed your data and everything. If you haven't joined already and you're watching this live now thinking, I should have joined, then you'll have to go and join on the link that Jane put out. And you're probably going to have to wait a couple of days now for your data, because everybody's data has been sorted this weekend. It did actually take a little bit longer than what I thought we were going to do, but everybody's data is now sorted. So I'm about to be sending you all the data and the emails and everything. But I want to go live first and show you what it means so that you then understand it when it comes through, okay? So if you haven't registered for that and you register for it now, or you register it for today or tomorrow, then it's going to take a few days for it to come through, okay? Just so you know, okay? That's why I asked you to register on Friday. So let's get cracking. When I spoke to you last week, I spoke to you about the idea of AdWords, okay? And AdWords, which is going really good for us, out to construction industry, okay? So the AdWords that we're doing right now is basically, well, let me start from the beginning. What we were doing before, which we still are doing, is the Facebook ads and the funnels, okay? So you're looking at $2,000 to $2,500 per month for the management fee and $1,000 for the setup fee, and then they're going to have probably around 1,000 to 2,000 as a management fee, as an ads fee. And we were doing okay on that. We were doing good. Okay, we were doing pretty decent. And then what we thought was, how could we introduce a second product? How could we introduce something else that would allow us to be a little bit cheaper and still get really good results and kind of get our foot through the door? Because when you're speaking to a lot of people, which we do speak to a hell of a lot of people, when you're speaking to lots of people, you do get a lot of people going, it's too expensive, or no, I'm not interested, I can't afford it. And what I like to think is, if there's a way to give them another product, if there's a way to say, oh, okay, you can't afford that, well, no problem. How about you try our starter pack, for instance? Then that were our AdWords. And that's what Google Ads, I get it. Well, you know, I call it AdWords, but Google Ads, that's our Google Ads packages. So that worked fantastic. It worked really, really well, and it's going to work really well for you guys. So what you guys are going to do is take the data, the construction data, the contractor data of the general builders and general contractors, and send out the same emails as what we're sending out. And I'm going to show you all this, and I'm going to show you how we're going to go over to MailChimp and set this all up, and I'm going to show you Messenger. I'm going to show you the flow that we go into and everything. But then I thought to myself over the weekend, or the back end of the week, we could do with something more. We could do with something else that we can kind of get our foot through the door for the people who don't want to pay between $500 and $1,000. So what could we do then? What could we have as, it sounds good, but I still can't afford it. What could we do that? So I thought, well, what we could do, imagine if we could do something that didn't cost anything. Imagine if we could do something that were free. Imagine if we could give somebody something for nothing, and then instead of trying to sell them that thing, take it away from them. And when you come to taking it away from them, then it's obviously going to be a much easier sell. So I spoke to Mark. Mark had some really good ideas at the back end of last week, and he'd been thinking about this sort of stuff as well. And Mark came to me, and we kind of had a bit of a power chat and found out what other things that we could offer out and what we could show you and stuff like that. And we realized that we had something sitting here in front of us for the last couple of years that we've never really, in the new agency, never really explored. And that thing is chatbots. And I know from the new $1 courses that I've been doing, which have just gone crazy, but from these courses that I'm doing now that I'm introducing chatbots again, people are starting to message me all the time. How much is it for a chatbot? How much is it for a chatbot? Which is why I put together the white label chatbot build for $499. And I haven't launched it out to you guys yet because I want to talk to you guys about this whole process. But that's now launched out. And there's a lot of people who are interested in that service. So I knew that people were still very much interested in chatbots. And when I started looking into this idea, let me just turn my phone on silent. When I started looking into this idea of chatbots again, I thought, okay, let's have a look at who's talking about chatbots. Let's have a look at who's providing companies with chatbots and what sort of chatbots they're providing them with. So I did a little bit of research. I found out a couple of things. I found out who were kind of the leading name now in chatbots and who are really taking over the market. There's not really anybody who's taking over the market as such, but there are a few idiots who are doing it, and there are a few decent guys who are doing it, and I quite like the concepts. And there was also one guy who's doing very, very well with chatbots who is kind of doing the same thing as what I used to do, pretty much word for word in his marketing, which is all this idea of conversational marketing and all these different things. So I thought to myself, okay, so obviously I came away from chatbots and I tried to go into, or I successfully went into the more of the marketing, the bigger picture marketing, and how chatbots is just one part of a much bigger idea, a much bigger conversational marketing idea. And I gone back to chatbots now and launched it out as courses, and people are eating it up. People are going crazy for it again. So I thought to myself, well, on the flip side of that, when I started doing my chatbot stuff, I used to have a chatbot agency, and I do this one little technique, and it worked perfectly well. And I'm going to tell you that technique, and this isn't something that I'm going to get you guys to do in the first instance. And I know this is a bit of a long story, but it's very important that you understand this. So how I used to do chatbots, and you'll all know this if you used to be in my old chatbot courses, is I were very big in the restaurant industry. So what I used to do was I made, as you know, a food ordering and table booking chatbot. And that chatbot is still works to this day. It's still a very, very good chatbot. And what I did was I run Facebook ads. I run Facebook ads to that chatbot, and I targeted restaurant owners. And I got the restaurant owners to click on the link and go and check out the chatbot. And then it was great because obviously the restaurant owner can connect with that a lot better. They can connect with that chatbot because they understand their own business and they know what it's going to be like for their customers to go through that. And I would let them go through a demo, and then what I'd do is based on what they did in that demo, like it used to be in a sequence, and then a day later or 2 days later, I would then message them and I'd say, hey, what did you think of the demo? Would you like to have a quick chat about it? People would say yes. We'd then get on a call and I'd sell them the chatbot. Now, I used to sell chatbots for a lot of money. I used to sell chatbots for almost $20,000. But what I used to do is big difference to nowadays. What I used to do was my chatbot used to basically be a food ordering platform for collection or delivery. So what I used to do is I partnered with a company called Airy app. I don't know if you all remember me talking about that. I had exclusivity with them. I was the only marketer who was promoting them out, and then everybody just jumped on their bandwagon, and I came away from it. But I was using Airy app, which is basically a Facebook Messenger for business pages. So it's just like Facebook Messenger. When somebody messages you, it comes through on your phone rather than on your page manager, or you have to log into ManyChat on your phone or your laptop or whatever. And it was just an instant messaging system. And Airy, A-I-R-Y, they have like some pre-built templates and stuff like that. So basically what I did for restaurants was I gave them a whole food ordering platform. We've got a company here called Just Eat. I'm sure there's companies all over the world who do this sort of thing where they could go on, a customer could place an order, they could pay for that order. And then what would happen is I gave them an iPad or a tablet. I gave them a tablet that they stuck on the front of their next to their point of sale. And then the order came through. You can customize the notifications. So it kind of went beep, 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 beep to show them that their new order had come through. They would accept that order. When they press the accept button, a pre-built airy template would go back to the person who had ordered the food, and it would say, your order has been confirmed. Please allow whatever 20 to 30 minutes for this for it to arrive. And then what I did was I made sure that the drivers had airy on their phones. So then when the driver set off, what the driver would do is they would then go onto the airy messenger. They would click on the set off button, which would basically then send the user who was going through the chatbot a notification to say, hey, your delivery is on its way. Then what had happened when the delivery had been confirmed, the driver would then press another button, which would go into a sequence. That sequence would wait 2 hours, and 2 hours later, it would then message the person saying, hey, thank you so much for your order. Would you like to leave us a review? It'd go over to their Facebook page and leave them a review. It was a very, very good system that I built. And I built this before ManyChat had any of the advanced features. And I also built this before I even started teaching. And I remember the day, and Jonathan, was here at my house, and I was building messenger stores and stuff like that. And I actually built that here while he was at my house before I even started teaching anyone. So I built a whole messenger e-commerce store. I was the first person to ever build a messenger e-commerce store, and I was the first person to build a food ordering platform. So now that you've got the backstory of that, I walked away from that, but people still want it, okay? And not as crazy dynamic as that, not as going as far as that, but they still want the power of a chatbot, albeit they may not know about that chatbot in the first instance. So get to the point is I'm also going to be showing you today how you can give away chatbots for free, okay? So imagine this. Now you understand, I mean, most of you know the power of chatbots anyway, but imagine if you could give somebody a chatbot for free, okay? I've done 3 of them this weekend alone. So you approach a company, and you go to that company, and you say to that company, hey, I'm looking for a few beta testers, basically. But I've got this concept. I do messenger marketing. I build chatbots. And I'm looking for a company who would be interested. Maybe I'm taking on 50 companies. And I want to know if you'd be interested in having it for free for 10 days. Can you put it, I'll install it on your Facebook page and everything. Would you be happy to use it? There's no cost. There's no ad spend. There's no, I mean, I even eat the messenger because it'll be, if it's a pro ManyChat, it's going to cost me $10 to put it on their account. Well, I'll eat that $10 because it'd be cheaper than a Facebook ad. So I'm going to give you it. Okay. Say, for instance, it's a restaurant, going back to it. I'll give you this chatbot for free. It's not going to cost you anything. Use it for 10 days. Use the features. Okay. I'll change it so that the branding's yours. I probably won't go out to a restaurant. I'd probably go out to something like a coffee shop or a gym. I actually did 3 this weekend, a florist, a coffee shop, and a gym. So I'd go out to maybe a gym or something like that. And I would put their branding on the template that I had, and I would give them it for free. And then what I'd do over that 10 days is I'd educate them. I'd send them some emails out that say, hey, put a post out like this. Basically, all I want them to do is use that chatbot, get a ton of people in there. Let people go through it. Let people book appointments or whatever it is that they're going to do. So now that gym owner or the restaurant owner or the coffee shop owner or whatever has actually had use of that chatbot and the people are talking about it. Then we turn from a salesman into a bailiff, basically, because then it comes to the 10 days and we're ringing them up and we're saying, okay, fantastic, how did you find it? And they're like, well, we're amazing, it was brilliant, I really liked it. I didn't quite understand it, but I got a lot of people booking in, or I got a lot of new subscribers, or I got a lot of whatever, okay? And then what we're doing is we're saying, okay, well, thank you so much for that input. Thank you for being a beta tester. I'm now going to remove it from your page. Thank you so much for your help. Would you be interested in having a chat with me about keeping it, about having it yourself? And people say yes, because you've given them that thing. You've given them something for free. It's not cost them anything. They've used it. They've seen the power of it. We don't have to sell the power of it because they've already used the power of it. They understand how it is. We've given them that education to help them. Damn it, I'd even jump on their Facebook page and do it for them if I had to. Because I know if I can get 50 people to say, yeah, okay, let's go for it. I'd be interested in having a free chatbot. Then we give them that free chatbot. The more people can get in, we're going to get 50 sales. Now, how much do I charge for this? Well, what I charge for it is I say to them anyway that I'd normally charge around about $5,000 to $10,000 or $5,000 to $7,000 for a chatbot, which is probably what I would charge for a chatbot. However, if you want the same chatbot that you've got right now and you want it to have a few little custom features that are going to, based on the feedback they've given you, we'll change this, we'll change that, we'll change the other based on what you've said, then I can do it you for $1,000. So instead of charging them $7,000, I'll give you a $6,000 discount because you've come through as a beta tester, and you can have it for $1,000. And then if they say, well, oh, I really want it, but $1,000 I can't quite afford. All right, no problem. Well, I'll give you a payment plan. How much can you afford? Let's do it in 3 payments of $400. Let's do it in 2 payments of $600, or whatever it is that you want to do. Pay it off in installments. Ideally, you'd get you'd get the $1,000. Now, you see how powerful that is. We're just giving this away for free. We're just giving them it. You can have it. Go for it. Knock your socks off for 10 days. It's not going to cost you anything. It's very, very powerful stuff. So this is something that I want to run through with you on this live as well, because I told you we're going all in. We're going go big or go home. That's what we're doing. We're going to be selling all sorts of services, such as Facebook page management and Instagram page management. We're going to be doing loads of different things, okay? So what I'm going to go through today is I'm going to go through, I'll have a look at questions in a minute. And what I'm going to go for through today is what we're going to do with the AdWords stuff, and then how you can also do this chatbot thing, because throughout this week, we're going to be reaching out to people and giving away some free chatbots. I'm going to be doing it live. You're going to be copying with me. You're going to be following along with me. And I also want to give you an opportunity to basically get a little bit more data and get some chatbots as well if you want. So I gave you some chatbots. I gave you the restaurant one. I gave you the real estate one. I gave you a couple of other ones. I can't quite remember which ones I gave you now. But I gave you some of the top niche chatbots. So you can just use them, okay? You can just edit them. You can tweak them. If you don't know how to edit chatbots, you don't know how to play around with them, jump on over to black-suite.com. Go and grab my Chatbot Academy for $1 and go and learn how to do it. It's super, super cheap. If you want to us to build you a custom one, I'll talk to you about that in a second. So let's get on with the show. So if I go now and put myself down in the corner, I'm going to start now. Let me just go through any questions that anybody said, and let me just let me know if you follow along with that idea and if you understand that idea. Okay, cool. Uber Eats, yeah, Jane. Uber Eats, Just Eat. Deliveroo, there's loads of different ones on there. So okay, let's get cracking on this then. So the first thing that I want to show you, let me show you the data. This is some data that I've just pulled generic. This is what you're all receiving who's registered for it. So basically you've got the person's business name. You've got the contact name, if we've got that contact name. You've got their email address. Okay, so this is for the Google ads. This is the 1,000 construction data points. So you've got the email address, and you've got the category, which is general contractors. You've got the street that they're on, obviously, if we've got the information. The city that they're in, the state that they're in. We've got the zip code. We've got their telephone number. So if you want to speak to them, don't forget we will speak to them for you if that's what you want. And we've got their website, so you can always jump over to their website as well and have a quick look if you want to. So here's the data, okay? So let me just have a look at this and see how many I've got on here, because on my MailChimp, on a free MailChimp account, you can have 2,000 data points. So let me just have a look how much I've got on this one that I just pulled. Well, more than 2,000. I think I've got about 5,000 on here. Oh, well, good. 5,000 exactly. So what I will do is I'm going to use mine that I've already got. So let's jump over here. Right, go over to, I was trying to think how I can do this. Let me just go to MailChimp and let's just see if I can set this up for you from scratch. So I'm going to go to MailChimp and I'm just trying to log out of this. Oh, so annoying. This is where I'm going to get any lag if log out. Hopefully you can still see this okay. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go to MailChimp. It should only take 2 minutes anyway for all you guys who have already created your MailChimp account. shouldn't be too bad this, because I don't have lots and lots that I need to do build wise, because I've built most of the stuff so I can show you, but I didn't think. I want to show you guys who don't have a MailChimp account how you can do it from the very beginning. Okay. Hopefully this isn't freezing too much on your end. So if I go to, let's do that one. My username, let me just put Scott Holroyd. I'll probably need one. 1982. Password. Okie dokie, and get started. Username already exists. Scott Holroyd Leap. Surely somebody hasn't got Scott Holroyd Leap. How would somebody have Scott Holroyd 1982? Right, so now I need to check my Gmail. So 1 second, but let's go over to Gmail. Hopefully this will be quick. Come on, computer. Okay, loading my Gmail. Okie dokie. Here we are. So once you've done that, make sure you jump over to Gmail, obviously, and click on the link in Gmail, and then you should. So there we go. Okie dokie. So let's activate that account, and then we can jump off this and off of this one as well. So hopefully it will load a little quicker. All right, I'm not a robot. Come on. This used to be so funny when I used to do the live bot builds. I remember I used to use my iMac, and it was an absolute pain in the backside because it used to lag like crazy. And I'm quite quick when I do stuff, so I can jump through things really quickly. And it used to really stress me out. There's nothing worse than a slow computer. This computer is quite fast normally. It's just if I'm live. Right then, first name Scott, last name Holroyd. Continue. What's the name of my business? So let's call it Holroyd Media. Do you have a website? Yes. What's my website? Okay, so again, we're going to go into websites in a second. Right, what's my address? Here's my address. You can all find my address anyway. I won't worry too much that you found my address. Do you have a list of email subscribers? Yes, indeed, I do. How many? So 501 to 2,000. Continue. I don't want to connect any of my accounts. I don't want my right marketing. My account's ready. Let's go. Okay, so that's how you create your MailChimp account. Super simple, nice and easy. So the first thing that we're going to do is we want to go to lists. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. You're going to go to lists, okay, and you're going to create a list, and then it'll say, do you want to do tags? And I'm going to say, no, I want to create a list. And then the list name is going to be, this is annoying about MailChimp. The list name, your subscribers see that list name. So it's always quite annoying. With most autoresponders, the person who subscribes doesn't see the name of the list. In here, they do. So it's really annoying. So I'm going to put something like contractors. I'm just going to put contractors. They'll see it in there, but it's right at the bottom. But it's just so annoying. Right. So from email address. Okay. So ideally, you will have signed up to MailChimp with a john@johnsmith.com. But if you haven't, if you signed up with a Gmail, it's gonna have to come from your Gmail account unless you then confirm your domain. So to keep it nice and simple, let's just use the same Gmail. Let's just use the same Gmail account that we used to sign up. Okay, from name will be my name. And here, write a short reminder about how people, so you can see this here, it comes off, you can't do it. So I'm just going to copy that. You are receiving this email. Okay, I'm going to put as part of our contractor monthly marketing list. Right, now I'm going to put here, please, I'm going to actually put, if you would like to stop receiving emails from me, then simply click on the okay, cool. Right, so I'm not going to enable double opt-in. I'm not going to enable GDPR fields because I'm going out to the US, so I'm going to click on save. Okay, so now I have a list, okay, my contractors list. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this add contacts. I just clicked on the wrong thing. Add contacts and import contacts, okay? So what I'll do is, let me just go to here. I'm not going to do this with 2,000 because it takes a little while to upload. So I'm just going to do it with 50. All right, let me just. Right, so let me just come straight down here and grab all these other ones that I don't need. And let me delete these. Oh, actually, let me hide these. Hide these rows. Okay, so I've just got 50. You guys will have 1,000, obviously. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to download this. Now you will receive this as a CSV, so you'll already receive this this data in this file that I'm just about to download. So you will just go and grab your file, and then you can see here CSV or tab delimited text files. That's what we want, CSV. Go to next. So now we can upload this. So we know it's general builders. So we'll just find it. Give it a second. So downloads. Why not, I've just downloaded it. Come on. If I can put up with this, then you guys can put up with it too. So there we go. Contracts are being prepared. If you continue, it may raise your subscriber level above your current plan. Well, it won't because I've only got 50. It won't for you because you've only got 1,000. Sorry. So I'm going to continue. Okay. Now it's going to say to me what field is what, basically. So business name. What I could do is business name. Yeah, I could keep. I'm not too bothered about business name, actually. I'm not too bothered about contact name. Email address, yes, I want. All these categories I'm not too bothered about. Phone number, I'll probably keep. And website, I'm not too bothered about. So that's all fine for me. I'm quite happy with that. Oh, you got to skip them if you don't want them. Oh, that is extremely annoying. Right, so I'm just going to skip that. I'm going to skip that. Email address is right, so I'm going to save it. General contractors, I don't need in there. Address, I don't need in there. City, I don't need. State, I don't need. Why it keeps taking me back to the beginning, I don't know. I'm not bothered about the zip code. Let's keep the phone number. And I'm not bothered about the website, excuse me. Okay, next. Okay, that's all fine. I am going to tag these. This will come in handy for future, but you don't need to worry too much. I'm just going to tag them as contractors. Okay, status of imported contractors. You could do subscribed, unsubscribed, non-subscribed, and cleaned. I'm going to do subscribed. I'm going to be honest. I shouldn't really do subscribed, but I am going to. I made it quite clear how they can opt out within the message at the end of that. So I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to click on import. And this should now import my list. Okay, so it's now importing that 50, but obviously it'll be importing the 1,000 to you. So now you've actually got the data on there. What are we doing? What's the email? So let me jump over to the email, make sure this is the right one. No, that's chatbots. I'm going to give you some emails for chatbots. Okay, Google Ads. So the email is going to be different for all of you, so it's slightly tweaked. Some of you will get this email campaign, some of you won't. It all depends on what group you're in, so don't worry too much about that. My Siri's jumping about like crazy. Okay, cool. So we've got on here, we've got day one. So this is what's going to go out today. This is to the contractors. So it's going to say, hi there. I work with local home service contractors in a very unique way by setting up custom advertising campaigns that are targeted to your service area within a 20-mile radius of your business. This partnership is open to only one provider in each area, meaning they are exclusive to you, and that's the truth, okay? We only do that to one area for some reason. Okay. Interested? Reply yes/no to this email. We will follow up with any yes replies. Learn more, and then you can give them the website link. Okay, and we'll show you that in a second. And then you'll just put your name. You can put your website link. If you're happy for them to call you, put the call direct button on, call direct message on there. People will call you, so if you'll only do that if you're willing to accept calls. If you're not willing to accept calls, don't put the call link in there. Okay. Then Wednesday, it's going to go out and say, did you miss this? So again, hi there. I sent you a short email a few days ago regarding generating inquiries for, and then the niche. So in this respect, it will be whatever niche you're going into. So like builders or contractors. It depends what niche you're going for. With the data, it's just general builders. So inquiries for, you could actually just take that bit out and just generating inquiries or generating leads, okay? Is this something that we do? This is something that we do for several businesses like yours very successfully. Around 90% of the inquiries we generate are phone calls from prospects to your business. If you're looking to bring on more, again, this is more, for instance, if you want to do painters or tilers or floor fitters or carpet cleaners or whatever it is that you're going out to. This may work really well for you. We're currently looking to partner with one provider only in your city. If you, it would be great for you to schedule a short 15-minute call, see if it would be a good fit. If this is of interest to you, please hit reply to this email. We'll contact you within 24 hours. Again, your name, your website, and your number if that's what you want. Then Friday, it's going to be, did you miss this again? Hi there. I've not heard back from you yet regarding generating inquiries for whatever it is, the jobs that we're going to bring you in. We're looking to choose a partner within the next week or so, and to help move things forward, we wanted to share a little more detail with you that you might find helpful in deciding if you want more inquiries for local customer inquiries within your from us. Sorry. We generate leads online using a mixture of platforms, including Google AdWords. That should actually be Google Ads. Can't ever not say Google AdWords. Google Ads, Bing, and more. All our leads are generated from paid traffic. In other cities, this results in inquiries, usually phone calls. We charge a small fee to run and manage your account. All our campaigns are proven and tested in other cities, so we can be highly confident in the result we promise. The exact cost of leads in your city will become clear within 60 days typically. To keep things simple, you are responsible for the ad spend and fee. We take care of everything else. We build the web page as needed, build the ad campaign, run everything for you, and report the results. As mentioned earlier, we aim to choose our partner within the next week. It would be great for you to schedule a short 15-minute call to see if this would be a good fit for you. Learn more here, which you can put the website link if you want to, or reply to this email. We'll contact you within 24 hours, okay? And then the last day, which is Saturday, It says, hi, I've not heard back from you yet regarding generating inquiries for your services, and we're getting ready to select our partner. Once we select a partner, the opportunity to generate jobs for you that are extremely cost effective will be gone for the foreseeable future. By the way of a refresher, I've copied below an extract from my previous email explaining how we work. If this is helpful, I suggest that we speak as soon as possible. Here's an extract. Okay, so it's just telling them what we'd said in the previous email. Learn more here. Here's the website link. If you've got a website, whatever, and here's my number if you want to give them your number. Okay, so these are going to be scheduled out. These are the same as what we send. We send this exact campaign. So this first one's going to go out today. So what you're going to do when you're on MailChimp, okay, is you're going to go to campaigns. And when you're in campaigns, I'm already running low on time, but never mind. When you're in campaigns, okay, you're going to click on create a campaign, and you're going to click on email, and you're going to click on automated, and we're going to do welcome new subscribers. Okay, so this message here will be, I'm just going to call this Google AdWords, Google Ads even. And then we're going to choose our contractors list. Okay, begin. Then it's going to ask us a couple of settings, right? So the first thing that you need to do, okay, is where it says here, trigger. This says 1 day after subscriber joins your list. You want to click on edit. You want to do it immediately. And you also want to trigger when subscribers are imported. So we know that that's going to go out once you've imported those subscribers, which we now have. So we're going to update that trigger, okay? Nothing will go out to them yet because we haven't finished it yet. All right, so email number 1, we're going to click on design email. Name your email, so this is just for us. So I'm just going to put day01, okay? And then what I'm going to do is jump over to my script, which is here. Are you still looking for leads? Click on here. That'd be the email subject. Okay, preview text I'm not too bothered about. First name is that. From email address is that. We've already set all these up. Next. And what we're going to do is scroll down to the bottom. And we're just going to go for this simple text template. Don't worry about any of these other fancy emails. We just want to send a normal email. So click on simple text. Okay. Then the email is going to load up. Okay, so the editor is going to load up. On the left-hand screen is where you can add and take things away. On the right-hand screen is where you do your content. So it says here, it's time to design your email. Just click on that little delete block there. So we don't want a content block at the top. Then we're going to click on this main body of the email. That'll come up in here. So we're going to highlight it all and take it off. We're going to jump over to our email script, okay? And we're going to come down. We're going to grab it. Don't forget to obviously edit the details of it, okay? And then we're going to paste it into here. All right, let's just sort it out a little bit because it's gone to bold. So just 1 second. It's left a load of gaps. Just sort all this out. Okay. All right. So let's just, it's all bold for some reason. Let's take it off bold. Why is it all bold? Okay, for some reason it wants to be all bold. If it is all bold when you do it, right, what you can do is you can click on these little 2 arrows here, and this will give you the source. I know this might be confusing, but the only thing you need to do is get rid of where it says strong. Take strong out. You can see here it says strong. Again, don't worry about this. You can't mess anything up. It's only the text you've just wrote. Take off strong there. I don't think the backslash one really matters, but let's just take it off anyway. Again, take off strong. Again, I don't think it really. You can leave the ones that are in red, don't worry about. It's just the ones that are in green. Take that off. Take that off. Hopefully the bold will just work for you and you won't need to do it. And then just click back on that double line again, and there you go. We've now got, I don't know why that's happened, but we've now got no bold text. Oh. Right, so now, just typical. When I did this earlier, there was none of this messing about. Hopefully the bold button will just work for you, and it's just because I'm live and it just seems to not be working. Just take all this rubbish out of it. That it's just put all the code back into it now. I've taken that strong link off. Okay, so now we're not bold anymore. Right, so just make sure that you've obviously sorted this out. So if you do have a website link, then put your website link in here. Make sure you put your name in here. Make sure you put your website in here. Okay, so I'm going to go to save and continue. I'm going to show you the website bit in a second. All right, so now you're going to do the same thing. So you're going to add an email. Okay, you're going to go through the same thing again, and you're going to make sure you've got the triggers. So if you have a look on the scripts that you'll have, you'll see that this is day 1. The next one is day 3. So what you would do is you would click on the trigger, okay, and you would wait 2 days, okay? So it's sent 2 days after. Click on trigger, okay? Then you'll do the same again. Click on design email, click on the same thing, paste in your text, okay? So make sure you change your text up, paste that in, do it all the way until you've got to the end one, okay? Let me just delete this one. So you've got all the emails in there. Then you're going to click on next. Okay. Now that you've got more than 2,000 subscribers, I haven't got more than 2,000 subscribers. It's, you know, it's so funny because stuff like this always happens. So I've literally not got 2,000 subscribers unless it's, oh, my life. Right, so look, because I hid the list, it didn't hide it on the CSV, so it's now uploaded 5,000 basically subscribers. When you upload your list, you're only going to have 1,000. So it's not letting me send because it's now uploaded 5,000, and I'm not going through it from the very beginning again. But you get it, okay? So it's going to do 1,000. Then all you're going to do is go to the next button, okay, and then click on Start Campaign. That's all you need to do. So there's one more button on the screen that I was just on then. And it'll say Start Campaign at the bottom. Click on that. The little monkey will give you a high five, and then you'll be off and ready to go. You'll be running. Okay, I can't show you that because it's uploaded 5,000, and it'd mean now that I've got to get rid of them all to re-upload it again. It'll take me about an hour. So, but you get what I mean. So hopefully that's clear. Now you can use many other email service providers. There's ActiveCampaign. There's loads of other ones. Okay, but let me just carry on now because I want to go through this. So that's how you do MailChimp, okay? Again, apologies that it uploaded too many. So we've now got that, right? So what do we do about a website? Well, websites are quite easy, really, because like I said to you before, you could link it to a ClickFunnels capture page, you could link it to your DashClicks account if you want, or you can link it to your chatbot, okay? Now, it's not, when you do a chatbot landing page, it's not the best chatbot in the world. It's not the best looking thing in the world, but it looks fine and it does the job, okay? So I'm going to show you how to do this. But first of all, before I do, because this chatbot has been more set up towards the selling of chatbots, so I'm going to tell you one thing first, and we'll jump over to this. Let me show you the script for if you want to go out with chatbots, okay? Because you're going to get, when you send that email out for the AdWords, you are going to get people who say, yes, I'd be interested in having a chat with you. All you're going to do then when somebody says, yes, I'd be interested in having a chat, you're going to go to this page, okay, this Facebook page, this group, and you're going to fill out the new lead form. And if Jane hasn't uploaded it already, Jane will be uploading it at some point today. When you get a new lead, okay, all you're going to do is click on the form, fill out the information, which is going to be their name. It's going to be their their company name. It's going to be their telephone number, which you will have on the sheet. Okay, so on that CSV, like I showed you, okay, let's say, for instance, Steve gets back, Steve Brand, and he says, yes, I'd be interested in having a chat. You're going to come on here, you're going to find Steve, okay, you'll probably search by his email address. You'll be like, okay, that's Steve. I've got Steve's name on here, and he is in Maine, and his phone number's this, okay? So you'll grab his phone number, you'll put his phone number in the thing. You can see that here on my list, there's no phone number there. If for any reason there were no phone number there, which there shouldn't be, but if there was, you'd just reply to the email saying, great, thanks, Steve. What's the best number to catch you on? Okay, so you grab Steve's number, and then all it'll ask you is, please copy and paste the email sequence. All you will do is you will go to your email when they've replied with yes, you'll copy their yes reply and the email that you sent them previously that they've said yes to. Some people say yes to email number 1. Some people will say yes when it comes to email number 4. We need to see what the email was that you'd sent them before they said yes. So we know where we are, okay? You'll fill them details out. You'll press submit. That will then go through to Jane. Jane will then notify Johnny and the sales team, and the sales team will then give them a call, and they will sell them the product, okay? So it makes it nice and easy. Now, what we're going to do is, we told you in the first instance that we would be selling this out for you guys at $500. Now, we're probably not going to do it at $500. The reason we're not going to do it at $500 is because we've got quite a lot of campaigns that we're running at the minute, and we would love to be able to offer you the fulfillment side of it. The problem is, it's probably going to take us, at the minute when me and Mark are working it out, it's probably going to take us maybe 4 to 5 weeks to get this client registered with AdWords or Google Ads, because we've got quite a backlog of them ourselves. So we don't want your customer waiting. So what we're going to do in the first instance, until we clear this backlog, is we'll get you to go through DashClicks. Now, don't forget that DashClicks are going to do this for $499, okay? But there's the setup fees and everything through DashClicks. Jump on over to your DashClicks account and you'll see yourself. So what we're going to do is we're going to charge the client, if a new lead comes through, if somebody replies saying, yes, I'd be interested in this, we're going to charge them $1,000, okay? We'll charge them $1,000. Let me just jump over to DashClicks and then I'll show you, because I just want to be 100% certain on this. I've gone to the wrong thing. Come on. Right, 1 second. Delete.dashclicks. Right, my live has gone off this end, but I'm gathering that it's still here. I'll just log into this. So this is just the one that we use for our what we run our training on. Is this Leap one? So if I go to where the heck is a store gone? Why is my mind just gone blank? 1 second. Okay, so store's now under fulfillment. I didn't know that. Anyway, so if we go to Google and Bing ads. Okay, so you can see here, all right, that from a budget of up to 3,000, trust me, most of the people you get will be 3,000. It's $499 a month plus $350 setup, okay? So it's going to cost $850 in month number 1 to get these registered. So what we will do is we will charge them $1,000, okay? We'll charge them $1,000, and if you if we close that client, then you bring them over to DashClicks for that month, just that 1 month. We're going to charge $100 for closing that client. So you're only going to be left with $50. However, it's like the lap was. Okay, you're going to be left with $50. You're now not on a list. You don't have to worry about waiting on that list forever. So you get $50 as a pure profit in month number 1, and then month number 2, you charge them $1,000. It's costing you $500. You're making $500 per time. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. So until we've cleared our backlog of AdWords and Google Ads, then we would prefer you to go through DashClicks, because we don't want your customers to have to wait. But once we've cleared that backlog, then you can start coming back through to us. We'll let you know when that is. However, I want to just show you, before I go into how you do the website, I want to show you really quickly how you could do the same thing, but with the chatbots, so that you don't have to pay any of this money, and the client doesn't have to pay any money. So look, with the chatbots, I've got an email script, and this is kind of the email script that I was using this weekend, but a lot of the people I would just call in. But this email script is decent because it's kind of a what's the word for it? It creates curiosity, okay? So I'm going to show you this, because what I want to say to you is, I've given you some chatbots, okay, that you can go out to. So you can go out to restaurant industry, you can go out to realtor industry, real estate industry. I can't remember what the other ones that I gave you were. But if you wanted to, what you could do, just get back onto here, because I've come off my live's gone off. Just 1 second. What you could do is you could, where's my live gone? Let me just make sure that I am actually live. Yes, I am live. Sorry. What you could do is you could go out to the contractors with the free chatbot, if that's what you wanted to do. Okay, so I'm going to give you the chatbot email script as well. But what you can also do is you can take advantage of our white label service. So I'm going to tell you this in a second, right? But imagine if you were to go and you were to give away these chatbots for free, and then obviously have a conversation with them in the 10 days time, which we would do for you. Okay. So here would be the email sequence that you would use if you were giving away the chatbots. So there's not as many. So day number 1, Monday, which would be today or whenever you're going to do this. So are you still looking for new clients? Same sort of thing. So hi there, I work within whatever. Now, if you're going to come through us to do this, we're going to go, because a very profitable industry for you guys would be the same industry that we spoke about in the first instance when we first started the digital agency, which is the dentists and the chiropractors. So we'd be going out saying, are you still looking for new clients? Hi there. I work within the dentistry niche in order to bring in new patient leads on a daily basis. And I'd love the opportunity to speak with you about us bringing you in some new clients for free in order to get some feedback. There's no cost to my service. Okay, that's quite engaging. This is what we're saying on the phone. There's no cost to my service. Only feedback after 10 days of using my system. And this will help me to refine my products before we launch this out to the masses. So as long as you have a Facebook page, I can work with you. There's no ads fees to pay. It's 100% free and would really help me out to strengthen my product and bring you in some more clients at the same time. I can only work with 50 dentists. So I'm offering this on a first come, first served basis. If this is of interest to you, please reply to this email with yes, and I'll contact you to discuss more, in more detail. Thanks for your time and have a great day. Again, here's me, here's my company name, here's my telephone number. I want these guys to ring me. So this is very engaging because you're saying, look, I'm going to give you my service for free. Completely free. It's not going to cost you anything. There's no ads budget. There's no nothing. Check it out for 10 days. That's the only cost. Run it out to your audience for 10 days. Let me show you how to run it out to your audience. And then after 10 days, let's have a conversation. Just tell me what you thought worked and what you thought didn't work. Okay? It's going to be completely free. So then we're going to send on Wednesday. Did you miss it? Hey there, I sent you a short email a few days ago regarding generating new patients for free. This is something we do for several businesses very successfully. Right now, I'm looking at entering the dentistry niche. And I would love to trial this out with your company before I launch to the masses. In return for your feedback, I'm willing to offer my services completely free of charge. There's no hidden fees, ad spends, etc. It would be great to work with you for the next 10 days. If this is of interest to you, please hit reply and we'll contact you within 24 hours. And then on day number 5, so that'd go out day number 1, the first one, day number 3, the second one, day number 5. The third one, I have 3 more places. Hi, I've not heard back from you yet regarding using my services for free. I'm looking to choose our partner within the next couple of days, and to help things move forward, I want to share a little more detail with you that you might find helpful in deciding if you want more whatever patients, so you want more patient leads from us. We generate leads online using a very simple yet highly effective, highly engaging concept. We take the power of social media platforms such as Facebook and Instagram and combine this with messenger marketing. This allows us to create a seamlessly automated experience that not only engages your audience like crazy, but creates a ton of new patient leads in the process. All our campaigns are proven and tested in other cities, so we can be highly confident in the results we promise. The final practices will be chosen tomorrow. So if this is something you're interested in, then please reply to this email and I'll contact you as soon as possible. Thanks for your time. Okay. And again, call me direct if that's the thing. So we're giving away this thing for free. Now, you could go out to the contractors with this. You could, if that's what you wanted to do. The thing that you'll find with contractors is that a lot of the time they're quite busy. And a lot of the time they don't understand the power of Facebook. That's why it's always good to go out to contractors with the AdWords, because you're saying to them, look, we'll make your phone ring. We'll bring your people into your business. Whereas if you're saying to a contractor, we'll build you a bot, that would be fantastically powerful. You know, I've told you about my gardening before. I've completely changed my gardener's business by having him a chatbot and by running him some marketing campaigns. And now a chatbot for a home service industry would be amazing. But you have to think about this person. What are they doing on a day-to-day basis? Maybe they're on a roof. Maybe they're doing a conservatory. Maybe they're fixing floors. Maybe they're out cutting gardens. Whatever they're doing. Have they really got time to get straight back to you, have a look through Messenger, look at a demo, speak to you on the phone? Are they that interested in Facebook? Not so much. You can do that though, and you can go out and you can blast this list with a free product. So the free thing, and you're not saying it's a chatbot in the first instance, you're saying, look, I'm going to offer my services for free just to get some feedback. So if you want me to bring you in some new landscaping leads, or some new painting leads, or some new plastering leads, or carpet cleaning leads, or whatever it is that you're going out to, then reply to this email. I'll do it completely free. I'll offer my services for free. It's not going to cost you anything, just to get some feedback. That's going to be engaging. Then when you speak to them, it's going to be a little bit easier because we can go into the idea of it and we'll speak to them for you. So if you wanted to run this out to the contractors, that's perfectly fine. You can do. And here is where I've focused the landing page to. So you can see here, look, if I am on ManyChat and I go over to Growth Tools, I can create a landing page, which I've done here, but I'll show you anyway. If you click on create a new growth tool and you scroll down, you can do the landing page. So click on landing page. It's the same if you're on a free account too. And there's a number of different options you can do. Now, I've already done one just to try and make it a little bit easier and quicker. So I'm going to show you what I've done. You can see that here, okay? So is it the best? Not really, because it's quite squashed and I prefer something nice and wide. Again, this is just literally, I've made this off the top of my head. But it's easy enough to do. And if that's your website, it still looks like a decent landing page that you can click and go straight through to Messenger. So basically what I've done is I've chosen a media background. So I've clicked on media background and I want to show the description. I want to send to Messenger. My colors I've just left apart from the headline. So the headline is discover the secret messaging system that whatever chiropractors are using to generate daily leads on complete autopilot. Don't steal that because it's I've just made it up off the top of my head to show you. Okay, and how you can start using it today. Click on the send to messenger button to continue. They click on send to messenger. Okay, so you can play around with some of these things. You can play around with the backgrounds, the button size. I've just kept everything the same. Or the only thing I've done is added this lion image, which is the thing that I use on most of my branding now. So I've got the lion in the background that's kind of looking up and you can see the thing and they can click onto Messenger. Now, here's where the funky thing had happened, because when you go to submitted state, this is just when they've clicked it. I find that when they click it, they only see this for a split second because it redirects them to Messenger. So I've just put, thank you, please check your Facebook Messenger inbox for more details. And they can click here, view in Messenger, which will open up their Messenger. But nobody sees this because it kind of automatically redirects. So here's where the interesting thing is now, right? So here's your opt-in actions. Here is now, if you were going out on your AdWords campaign and you wanted to run this to your website, then you could come into here and we can do a very simple bot, okay? That simple bot is basically just coming in. I'm going to send you this bot with the data. All it's doing is it's bringing them in. It's saying, hey, thank you so much for checking out my services. And it's talking about the AdWords that we've just spoken about. Okay, so it's saying to them, I'm looking to work on an exclusivity contract within 20-mile radius of your location, blah, blah, blah. And it's just basically the information that's taken from the email. And then it asks them, would you be interested in having a chat with us? If they say yes, then it just fires. We don't go to no calendar. We don't do anything advanced. It just fires a message over to you and it says to them, thank you so much. I'll be in touch ASAP. And then you get a message on your phone that says, hey, this person's just requested a call. And then you can just get the lead, go and put it on the lead form and done. Okay, nice and easy. But if you're going for this on the free chatbot stuff, right, then what we're going to do is we're going to add a template to this. Now, we're going to put a bit of text to start with. We're going to just basically say, hey there, thank you so much for subscribing, or thank you so much for checking this out. Click on the button below to launch our restaurant table booking bot in this instance, or to launch our gym campaign bot, okay, or whatever it may be, which is yours completely free of charge. Go check it out, and I'll send you a message in a couple of hours' time and find out what your feedback. So then they're going to go into the chatbot. Now, the chatbot is nice and simple. The chatbot, excuse me, where are we? Here. So this is just the restaurant table booking bot if you were to go out to restaurants, for instance. So the chatbot is really simple. Okay, I've just copied this one over this morning. Let's wait for this to load up. Come on. I hate it when it cuts you off mid-flow. Oh, come on. Most of you have seen this one anyway, because obviously you've downloaded this for free. Come on. Okay, so it looks a little complicated right now, but it's nice and easy. Basically, it comes in, it asks them a couple of questions. Do they want to check out tables? Do they want to order some food? Or do they want to check the menu, should I say? Do they want to subscribe? If they want to subscribe, then they could subscribe there, and they can go VIP, and VIP just means that they get some access to some offers and promotions and stuff like that when they're launched out. Again, view our menus, nice and simple. You know, we've got starters, main courses, desserts, comes down, gives them a bit more information about it, comes down, gives them more information, blah, blah, blah. And there's a little detailed write-up about them all, and so on and so forth. You've all seen this one anyway, because I gave you it all free over the weekend. So it's nice and simple. Now, I wouldn't go out to a restaurant, okay? I'm just using this one as an example. I wouldn't go out to a restaurant because you've got to think, if that person comes back to you and says, yes, I'd be interested in this, I'd be really interested in having this for my restaurant, there's a hell of a lot of stuff that you need to change, and we don't want to have to do that. If we're going to give it away for free, we want to make it minimal. So what I'd suggest that you do is go out to someone that's either nice and simple, like a spa, as in like a beauty spa, or a salon, or maybe a coffee shop, or a florist. They work really well. That's how I managed to get into it this weekend. Something nice and simple that you don't have to go like 2 days worth of changing content, changing text up, changing imagery. This is very visual, okay? This is highly visual. If I were to go to such as my Booksy bot, which I put this out to salons, so I've got a couple of salons who go through this. You can see here, actually, the hairdresser that I used to go to when I had hair, they've got this very same one. It goes in, it says, you know, welcome to the barber shop. Do you want to book? Do you want to find directions? Do you want to meet the team? Do you want to leave us a review? And then it comes through. And this is nice and easy to edit, because literally the only thing that you're editing is if they want their staff on there, which most people say they don't, so I just take that bit off. Okay, their location, which is super simple. It's just about putting a screenshot in there and telling them where it is and get directions, link to a Google map. It's really easy. And then it's their services, okay? So on this barbers that I used to go to when I had my really big beard and long hair, it were haircuts, beards, and cutthroat shaves. So just those three. And then you went in, when you went into beards, for instance, or cutthroat shaves, I think there was a full shave and a head shave. Okay, they could book that. They go into it. Here's some available times that they're free on. Basically, they could pay for it within Messenger. I can't find where it is now. Let me just go to it. Oh, here, look. So they can confirm and pay. So you can see here's a little payment sign. They can pay. It goes through Stripe, and they receive the money. So it's nice and simple. This isn't a hard chatbot to change up if you're going out to multiple different barber shops or salons. You know what I mean? It's nice and easy. So here's the thing. I'm going to be showing you this week how we approach these people. I'm going to show you how we go out and we grab the people that we want to work with based on the niches that you're going to go out with. I'm probably going to go out with this same one. I'm going to go out with salons, but I also going to go out with dentists and chiropractors this week, because I want to give you an opportunity to do the same. Now, you don't have to go out to dentists and chiropractors, but they're going to have more money to be able to, so that the $1,000 that we're going to charge them after the 10 days isn't going to be as expensive to them. And B, it's a lot easier sell than it is to something like a salon, for instance, or a restaurant especially. So what we've done is we want to give you guys a head start if it's something that you want to do, this side of it. So all the stuff I've gone through with you today is exactly, I'm going to send you out all the data from now. It might take me a couple of hours to get it to everybody, but I'm going to start sending you it all out now. So you'll all get your data, jump over to MailChimp, make sure you do the list, then make sure you do the campaign, make sure you press go live with it, so the monkey gives you a high five, which I couldn't do because it uploaded 5,000. But make sure that you've got all the list on there and everything. That'll start messaging out. When they reply to you, you're going to jump on over. You're going to go to the lead generation form. We're going to call them. We're going to charge them $1,000. You're going to invoice them. We're not invoicing them. You will then invoice them. We'll show you exactly how to do it. When you get a client, you'll fire them over an invoice. They'll pay you. You'll pay Dash Clicks. You'll get it all set up and everything. Then we'll invoice you. Okay, so we'll make it nice and easy that way. Then, if you want in a website, jump on over. Either use your ClickFunnels or use your Dash Clicks, or come on over. grab yourself a landing page like I just did, put in a nice little background image, put a little bit of content in the first instance, then they can come into it and I'll give you the flow that basically just says exactly the same as what the email says to get them into it and to show them that you wanted to work on exclusivity contract with them. Okay, so nice and easy. If you're wanting to do the chatbot side of things, you can follow along with me all week. So I'm going to be doing the same thing. But what I wanted to do, will give you an option of coming into this and grabbing the information now. So we have on our files, we have over 70,000 chiropractors and dentists on our list, okay? The same as what I've just shown you with the general builders. So we've got over 70,000 of them. So what we've decided to do is give you an option. You know that we have our white label chat build option available, okay? So you can come on over, you can get a white label chatbot built for you for $499. What I want to do is I want to give you two options. The first thing that I want to do is I want to say to you that we can actually, I don't know which is the right link. All right, yeah. So if you wanted to go out with the contractors, okay, if you wanted to go to the contractors and you want to go out to the list of 1,000 people that you've got and give them a free service, and when they say yes, if you want the contractor bot that we've got, then you can get that white label contractor bot for $499 if you wanted it. However, what you could also do is, because you're getting the data of the contractors, but if you wanted to go to dentists and chiropractors, we have another offer for you. So if you want 1,000 extra data points that are just dentists and chiropractors, plus the dentist bot that I've got and the chiropractor bot that I've got, which is just like the other bots, it's all set up to bring people in, to ask them what it is that they want, to get them to book in an appointment, to fill out some questions. It's just a Q&A basically, but then they can check out all the different services that are available. They can book in an appointment, they can ask about prices, we can include a lead magnet in there or something like that to get people down to the dentist, like maybe a free scale and polish or something like that. So the dentist doesn't even have to run an ad. They can literally just put it into a chatbot and they've got no ad spend. We can just blast it out to all their audience and it's nice and simple. Same with the chiropractor. So for $499, if you want to come into the white label version, what we're going to do is we're going to give you the bots as well. So we're going to give you the dentist bot, we're going to give you the chiropractor bot, and we're going to give you 1,000 data points of dentists and chiropractors. So hopefully that makes sense. You don't have to go for these, obviously. You can just run along with us. But it just depends on how quickly you want to do this and how quickly you want to do the campaigns, okay? So what I'm going to do is, when I'm going this week, I'm doing this. So I'm doing the equivalent of me buying this. So I'm also going to go on to MailChimp. I'm going to do my 1,000 on a list of my contractors. And then on the other 1,000 that I've got spare, not on that account that I've just done where I've messed it up, on my other 1,000, I'm going to be doing this email script. I'm going to be going through on my chatbot stuff. Then when people are replying to me for the AdWords stuff, fantastic. I'm going to pass them to Johnny. Johnny's going to do some recordings and stuff like that to show you what he's doing on the phone and what he's saying on the phone. And also for the guys who are wanting the chatbots, I'm probably going to give them a call. And I'll do it live on the days when people say yes. I'll get on Skype, I'll be live, and I'll sell them on the chatbot, even though it's a free product. You see what I mean? So it's entirely up to you. I will put the links to all these things in the description or in the comments so that you can have a look, or I'll create another post so you can go do it. So hopefully that makes sense. Let me just make sure that I've gone through everything. So I did the ManyChat thing to show you the landing page. Oh, now it's going to freeze again. I did the landing page. I told you about the chatbot script, and I also told you about the AdWords script. You know about. I'll keep those two on so I can give you the links. That's the general builders. That's the dash clicks. Okay, cool. So let me jump back onto here now. Whew. Wow, that were a long live. Oh, okay. I'm no longer on. Right, why am I not on screen anymore? Right, give me 1 second. Let me just have a look at this because I'm not showing up on here. So it may be that it's just on my side of it. So just give me 1 second. All right, it looks like I'm showing up on this end, but I'm just not showing up on this end. Okay, so let me just go through any of... let me have a look, see if there's any questions or anything. Right, so Kirsten, should we be automating these emails to go out at any specific time of the day, depending on what state they are in. You can do, but you've got to think. I mean, if it's the contractors tend to be up quite early, so they tend to be up at sort of 6, 7 o'clock, and they want to be out. They want to be out on the road by sort of 7 to get to the job, start working from like 8, 9 o'clock, and they tend to be there quite a long time, and then they'll come home and then check their email. So I don't really find it. I don't find it too bad, to be honest. I've just seen the reflection of myself, like I look like I'm picking my nose there. I can do a full run through in a video. Yeah, Jane, you can do a full run through in a video if you want to, but hopefully people understand that it's not too hard to understand. Yes, I know I hid the lines instead of deleting the lines. Yes, exactly. Mark saying you'll get people responding not interested or remove me. So yeah, you will have to go into MailChimp and remove them. It's super simple. You go to the list and you just remove the person. Okay, dokie. All right, cool. That's all the comments I can see on there. So I'm going to kind of leave it at that because I've got a bit of training to do with the sales guys. So let me know if you've got any other questions. Like I say, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be from now until probably around about 6, 7 o'clock tonight, my time, I'm going to be firing these data lists out. Okay, so you're going to get the data list. You will get the chatbot, which is basically the same as the email so that you can link your so you can link your capture page, your landing page to the chatbot that just basically says, hey, thanks for checking this out. And it's the same as the email, so it's nice and simple. Just get them to say yes if they're interested in having a chat with you. You can then plug them straight into the lead form, okay? I will also then from there, I'll be sending you the email templates, obviously, and I'll send you the chatbot templates for the email as well. Then I'm going to put in the link to, if you want to go and get the dentist chatbot, chiropractor chatbot, and 1,000 dentist chiropractor leads. What I mean is that's 1,000 in total, and they'll be mixed between dentists and chiropractors. I'll put the link to that. And if you want to send this out to 1,000 contractors saying, hey, do you want me to do your marketing for free for you? And then follow up with the free chatbot, I will send you the link that you can get the contractor bot on as well, okay? So hopefully that's nice and clear. I'm going to leave it there because I've literally not got that much time and I've got another call to do. So I hope you've understood this. I hope it's made sense. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to tomorrow when I come live. I've already sent my email. We're going to be checking emails, see who's replied to us. We're going to be going through absolutely everything that we need to go through in order to start getting back to people, putting people through the lead forms, and then we're going to do some customer outreach as well because I want to give away 1,000 free chatbots this week if I can, and I want to give them to absolutely everybody who's on my list, which is going to be hairdressers, beauty salon type niche, and also the chiropractors and dentist niche. So we're going to be doing it together, and I'm looking forward to it. All right then, guys. So thank you so much for being with me for the past hour and a half, and I will catch you in a little bit. I'll see you soon.